The Merchant's Tale, Nanivandak, 730 to 751 AD. He writes, I am Nanivandak, a merchant from Samarkand, a city under the rule of the Baghdad Caliphate. I travel for many months from my hometown to Chang'an to buy and sell goods. Along the route, I meet many different people from all over Eurasia. Yet, although we come from various places, we all speak the language of the Silk Road, Arabic. Ever since I was a young man, I have traveled to Chang'an. I can even remember my first trip with my uncle. We had to the northern Silk Road rather than the southern. Other merchants and travelers warned us about the Tibetan troops near Kingsgar. The journey itself is dangerous. The mountains, though beautiful, are full of pitfalls and freezing temperatures. As we move closer to the Tarim Basin in China, the terrain and climate once again changes. This spring, the melting snow causes avalanches and ice falls. The journey is not only hard on us, but also our animals. We need to collect fresh horses and yaks every so often. At times, you have to deal with crooked horse traders and pay more than you need. Soon we will be exchanging our horses for camels. Camels are the only animals that can carry the goods and us across the desert, yet they are expensive, and we need to provide for their care. We also need to pay 14 bolts of silk for each animal. We are held responsible for any injury or death that occurs to the camels. I have seen my uncle willing to sacrifice a man or a woman if it meant saving a camel. My uncle and I, whenever possible, travel with other merchants. Safety in numbers is my uncle's motto. When you hear enough horror stories about the lack of water, sudden windstorms, and even sandstorms, you really believe in his motto. Occasionally, we come across the bones of small groups who broke away or decided to take a less traveled road. The greatest threat is the bandits. Once a small group of merchants left the caravan early to travel to get a head start on business in the town. They never made it. They were ambushed, killed, and the goods stolen by bandits. At other times, we can see how difficult it is to live along the route with abandoned towns, decaying bodies, human and animal bones. It teaches you to listen and learn survival tactics. We just came across a water well that contained salty water. You couldn't drink it without boiling it. My uncle boiled dough strings in the water and absorbed most of the salt and made it drinkable. Yet the trip is worthwhile if we survive. We take home the profits and more goods to be sold back to our homeland. We brought with us brass, amber, and coral to sell in Chang'an. The Chinese officials use the brass for ornaments for the girdles of their official robes, while the Buddhist monks need the brass for their statues. The Persian gold ornaments treated by our native Samarkand are all the rage in Chang'an. Chang'an is a merchant's paradise. The marketplace has 3,000 stalls representing the 2,000 merchant guilds in the city. The city is beautiful as well, and fruit trees, as well as a beautiful lake surrounding it. Soon, with the help of the Magnificent One, I will be there in the comfort and beauty of the city.